Hello everyone, Atkpwr here with a game from a special tournament, the Generals Tournament, where players pitted, well, it's 13 players on either side playing allies or axes based on technically historical battles, even though they didn't use historical divisions or anything like that. Let's dive right in here to Tsel. And on the left, in the red, we have Wantsomenoob playing 6th Airborne on Vanguard income. And on the right, in the blue, we have Allot playing Unternehman Rosselsprung, also on Vanguard income. So, interesting choice of income here, to be sure. Deck wise, I saw this one. I was like, well, I mean, I gotta pick a game where Unternehman is being played and 6th Airborne and vying off, because both these divisions very strong infantry divisions. So diving in here, 6th Airborne, very solid division overall. The buffs back in August have really helped this division out. One of the big strengths of this division is you can just vet to the moon. Like, everything can be vetted. A lot of things can be double vetted without much pain, and it really does help your units function at a really high level. You don't even really need to bring in a commander per se, because most things get to 3-star easily. But Wantsomenoob here, got the snipers, pathfinders. I think the pathfinders have Willie Pete's, I want to say, or they have an AT grenade. Can't remember which one. Then you have the Tetrarch Little Johns and the Little John Daimler. These are fabulous units that bat way above their weight class. Into the infantry tab, this is obviously where the meat of the division lies. The AB Paras now sporting their legendary sniper rifles, so they're very dangerous that way. The air landing, a nice cheap filler unit that has a pretty generous vet curve overall. Canadian Paras throw their little Willie Pete mollies, and then you have some AB engineers as well for more CQC. Tank tab, not much to write home here. Cromwells and Tetrarchs, but we're on Tsel, so it's not like you need much. These actually function super well on this map. Support tab, not much here. Just a couple howitzer pack guns there and some machine guns. AT tab light as well, but you're playing Unternehmen, so why not? 6-pounders. The AA tab, one of the big issues of the division, very light AA, 20 mils, and just the tripolstons. The tripolstons being the only like really useful stuff. RD tab really strong with the presence of the centaurs. Those are really good with their indirect fire. And honestly, the little howitzers, the 75 mils, are pretty darn good as well. Air tab, phenomenal with the Tempest, the strongest plane in... No, wait, no, it's not. The Typhoon is the strongest plane in the game. Tempest, though, very strong as well. Nothing to shake a stick at. These are still phenomenal planes. On the other side, Unternehmen, a very niche division, but very good at what it does specifically, which is maps like Tsel. Tight areas is where this division wants to be. It has essentially no long-range capability whatsoever and is very limited to that close-range engagement. Recon tab, massive, full of armor cars and stuff of unique, strange flavors, along with standard ones like the AB41 and such, but then you have these weird ones like AB43, 47 mil. Then we have 2 cards of the SS Gebirgsjäger Fusilier. And then infantry tab is a unique pile of stuff you don't see in almost any other divisions. We have the Stoßjäger, SS Fallschirmjäger Stoßjäger there. We have SS Gebirgsjäger, Gebirgs Pioneer. Both these units pretty solid. The Gebirgs Pioneer, I think they throw the jerry can, I believe. Then you do get some Brandenburgers in here. Brandenburgers are phenomenal commando level units. You get the leader, the SS Gebirgsführer, although I feel like he has something special about him. Sniper or something. I can't remember exactly. You don't see these units very often. The Pioneer, the Krill Pioneer here is, I mean, it's a 20-point Pioneer. It's hard to beat. The Brandenburger Pioneer is a double flamer unit, very strong. And then we round out with some more SS Gebirgsjäger. Tank tab, nothing. Essentially little panzer units that do okay on Tsel, but aren't really taking out any tanks. Support tab, you do get a card LG42s, which just give you a little 2K. AT tab, all light stuff, Pack 36, Pack 38, and this Semovente here with its fast-firing Beretta. A tab, also pretty bad, Flak Verling, 20 mils. And then RD tab, phenomenal with that Czech 105. That's actually the only phenomenal thing. Everything else is not great. And the air tab, pretty strong. You get a really good fighter in the Veltro, DO-17 bomber, and the JU-87 cluster. All right, hopping in here. Early 310 recon plane out of a lot over here. Doesn't look like any big push. Now, 6th Airborne not exactly fast to the front line with their slow CMPs. Excuse me, not slow. Bedfords are slow. CMPs are average speed. Definitely better than these transports that Unternehmen is forced into. Oh, these are so bad. They're so slow. I have a sore spot with transport speeds, to be honest. It just feels like It feels like that divisions that have these transports are just forced to be bad automatically because the transports are so flippin' terrible. Like, you are forced into these horrible positions early game. So this 310 is really good. It does have some bombs. The bombing strike, unfortunately, kind of missed completely. Literally did nothing at all. Pinned down, but, like, that doesn't matter at this point. Wantsomenoob with an early 13-11. The red side, much easier to capture flags on in this map. Now, many people make the argument that the blue side has better terrain advantage. That is possible. That is definitely possible. But it's definitely easier for red side to cap stuff. Now, the Gebirgs Pioneer, this is a very solid unit here at 15 men, and they throw the jerry can bomb, which is like, I don't know, let's hope we get to see it thrown here. Pathfinders do have a Willy Pete. I was right. Oxen Bucks, a really good grenade thrower commando unit. The Gebirgs Pioneers are not commandos. Just had to double check. Air landing. Nice little 7-man squad here. Nothing impressive on them. The Piat is nice. All right, here we go. Haja! I don't know. That did not seem amazing. That did not blow my mind. A nice push here from Wantsomenoob early. I think Allot was not expecting such a large force here. Another 310 in with the 4 100-kilogram bombs. It is quite dangerous. 20 mil is kind of out of position to get it, though, so it definitely will get a bombing strike off. SBW does get a burst off on the Tetrarch. Takes a hit. Does another burst. Can't finish it off. Bombs do hit the Oxen Bucks. Tempest comes in, takes out the 310 very easily. Now the 205 on the Tempest. Oh, a mistake here by Wantsomenoob. Gives the Veltro an opportunity to get on the back. Oh, and the 20 mil gets a pilot unconscious. Are you kidding me? The Veltro is actually super maneuverable. 2-on-1 in the sky here. We do have AA support. Ooh, a flak whirling in. Takes out the Tempest. What a kill. Another Tempest in. Oh, Wantsomenoob really gambling on this air force here. This airplay. If you can take out at least a Veltro, at least he'll get a little back. But the second Veltro already swinging around. Veltro does go down. Tempest smoking. Flak whirling on target. Oh my goodness. The Veltro probably will go down as well. Wow. What a devastating opening. Does the Veltro make it out? It does. Oh my god. That's 280 points of Tempest going down to only kill 100 points of Veltros. And I guess, yes, the 85 points of the Recon, but wow, that's backbreaking. That's literally 2 entire ticks of income here in A phase that Wantsomenoob just lost. He was believing in his Tempest, which are very strong planes, but 2-on-1 is never good. And especially the Veltros are very good fighters. They're extremely maneuverable. Yeah, they're not super heavily armed, but they bend and turn so easily. Brandenburger's going to get thrown out here by the flamethrowers. No micro. And they've come out of the wrong side of the building, which means they're going to take a full face of this flame. Ouch. SPWs are in to try to save the day. Tetrarch on target, though. SPW on the run. Brandenburgs are being squeezed all over the place, not even given the opportunity to use their formidable longer-range weapons. Although the unit is technically CQC, I would never use it as such. It's got a grenade for, like, defensive purposes only. JU-87... veers off a target on the Tetrarch, is what I assumed it was going for. 75 mil howitzer already coming in. Brandenburger cheeky grabbing this flag here. Keeping Allot at a 12-12. I'm sorry, I am still sick. Good old plagues of Nurgle hitting me hard all the time. Not all the time. But when I get sick, I get sick. You know? It's like, might as well commit. Get it over with. I'd much prefer one big sickness every couple months over, like, constant little sicknesses. That would be so obnoxious. JU-87 trying to get on target. Does find the Tetrarch. No, this is a nice little ground attack. Is going to find that Tetrarch. Does take it out. Big kill there. I know it's not, like, point-wise big kill, but that thing was actually really holding up his SPWs and stuff. More 20 mils coming in. This thing's already out of ammo. Are you serious? I guess there's been a fair number of planes. Now, one thing to remember, too, these howitzers cannot be counter-batteried. They're not considered arty pieces They're considered light howitzers, and light howitzers can't be counter-batteried. I mean, with the AI. They're like mortars. I'm not a big fan of the 75 mil. I think this thing's pretty awful. Like, to be honest with you. I mean, they're cheap as dirt. I get that, but my God, they're bad. I would just use a mortar, I feel like, instead. Well, I hope you can't hear me blowing my nose. I'm like 6 miles away from the mic, but you never know. These should definitely get spread before they start firing. 310 back in. Pack gets caught out by the Fusilier, I guess. The Biggs Fusilier, really solid unit, machine gun and sniper. Hard to beat that combo. 30 points. Bombs away. Hits the AB Paras, does a little damage, nothing crazy. ABU Sword does find the Pathfinders, but it is on a fast move for some reason. And is leaving before it can really get the work done. Pathfinders on the move, though. Don't stop, so they can't throw their grenade. Jerry can bomb away, takes out the Pathfinders. Air landing coming in with their Piat gun jam anyway. Down. That goes a little too aggressive there. Little too aggressive from Allot. SS Jaegers don't put out that much. For 20 points, they're a good unit. But they're not anything backbreakingly strong. All right, triple Geb guns going here. Again, I really think they are too close together. Already off target here. I think he thought the 6-pounder was over here. Otherwise, because otherwise this target choice makes no sense at all. Yeah, the howitzer's already counter-battering. Yeah, yeah. We do see a commander in from Allot already. Good choice. Get that. It is a mirror income, so it's not like either player will really ever have an advantage. Other than the advantage they create for themselves. Yeah, I really think counter-battering is the way to go. Neither of these divisions have phenomenal arty. Again, the Czech guns out of Unternehman are very good. But it's not like a huge arty tab. So if you counter it down, there shouldn't be that much to deal with. All these howitzers are so bad. They're like landing right next to them and doing no damage. That's so funny. Beltro in after the Tempest again. It's really ballsy. And he's like just going right over the top. He does not care. All right, he has fallen back now. Flakverling is double vetted here. It is very dangerous. Down south, little pokes happening. JU-87 goes down. I didn't see what it bombed. I don't think it bombed anything. Oh, here? No. Interesting. Odd use of that. The Gabia's Fusilier, yes, they do have, I was right. They do have a sniper. They also have the really nice heat anti-tank rifle, the GRB-39. This thing's actually good. In terms of anti-tank rifles, I would take this over almost any other game. Yes, the Solothurn is very good. Yes, the Lati is very good. But this thing actually has penetration and consistently kills and does 5 damage, so I'm pretty sure it one-shots certain units, which is really nice. Stolzjäger making a push here. Let's check these guys out. Couldn't remember what they had. Oh, 8. Okay, it's a pretty... I mean, for a grenade tosser, it's got Fanatical, which is really nice in CQC. Because they don't surrender. Guns are on the move. Doing the walk. Commander... That's ballsy. I understand getting them close. They're going to fire way faster if you get the commander on them. They'll fire close to like 12 rounds a minute, which is definitely a nice upgrade. Still scary to have your motorbike commander. Why would you have a motorbike commander? Like, why? Why a lot? I mean, it's a 10-point premium save, right? 110 points for an infantry one, 100 points for a motorcycle one, but I do not think it's worth having motorcycle one. Now, what is the... Oh, it's bad resilience. This thing is dead. Yep. Tempest too strong. Once again, peeling off. A head-on would be good. He's got medium resilience and way more guns. Like, he will win a head-on. I'm confused why he keeps avoiding that at all costs. I mean, the general rule of thumb is you avoid head-ons. They're usually not good. But if you're the one with the medium resilience fighters, you can oftentimes do it and get away with it. Wantsomenoob still on the 13-11, grabbing this flag in the center. Again, tough thing about this map is Allot's on the rough side. He's always going to have to be pushing. All Wantsomenoob does has to move the front line like 50 meters to capture this flag. Allot has to move the front line like 600 meters to cap a flag. This flag, yes, technically is pretty close, but it's on such a bad area to push. Like, there's no way to push this outside of the beginning of the game. And especially when you have the slowest A transports in the game, it's really tough to do that. So here's the Gebirgsstreif. These guys, really solid units. Now, they're not, like, crazy good. They are semi-automatic rifle. They are 12-man. They are Raider. But they only have one MG34, so their long-range potential is a little bit capped by that. And it's not an MG42 even. It's a singular MG34. MG42 in a nice position here. Will it save the day? Gebirgs Fusilier does try to catch him out. Doesn't succeed. But now they should be able to chop these down pretty quick with the help of the machine gun. Pioneer here getting caught out by the Cromwell 5 and the pack. Just an unfortunate kind of placement there. It's really hard to predict that happening. Allot is really persistent with these planes. He's got 4 of them, and he's called all 4 in. He's like, it's fine, yeah, recon planes are good. I'm not sure if they're doing much for him these days. All right, there's one of the 105s. He really needs to spread these 2 arty guns out. I don't know why he so persistently is keeping them next to each other. And he's really insistent on going after AA instead of arty. And I understand the thought process. I fully do. Open up the air. Unternehmen's Air Force is pretty solid. You get, the DO-17s now coming in too. Maybe open it up to the JU-87. He'd already killed 2 Tempests, which means there's not a lot of fighters left. Although the Tempest bombers are just as good at fighters. They're one of the few fighter bombers that actually do fightering well, along with the Typhoon. So, like, I get what he's thinking, but like, he's gonna lose all his arty if he continues to just target non-arty things. And he could definitely kill these howitzers off. Apologies for that. I'm hoping you're not hearing it and you don't even understand why I'm apologizing, but I'm doing it anyway. Good on Allot turning off the heat shell off this. He doesn't really need it for these. The normal pen of 65 is probably enough to get through the Cromwell. Ooh, another SPW down. 310 pops in again. Temp is forced off by the Flakverling. Yeah, you do not want to mess with that thing. Yep, counter battery on the 105 doing work already. Veltros came in. No real chance, though. Now there's a tri-pulse as well. Yeah, target the arty, dude. Nope. Allot is singular in his plan. Now here I would actually probably have the heat shell on. I mean, he got the pen. But here's where the bouncing starts. Oh, he got it. All right. Daimler does not have any HE shell, so it's not going to be able to do anything here. This pack needs to go a little further. There we go. Does have a machine gun, though. It's not machine gunless. And now the Daimler's on a run. Nope, still no counter battery. Allot, you're going to make me upset. Counter battery. LG takes out an LG-42 that wasn't even set up yet. Double Flakverling on the hill on return fire. Okay. It's really strange. Why would you ever want your AA on return fire? Down south, though, Wantsomenoob made a big push here. Cleared out the couple of Gebirgs Pioneers down here. Now Brandenburger Pioneers coming in. They can handle all this. One at a time. Double teamed, of course, they'll always lose. Everything loses double teamed. That's just kind of how it works. He needs to hold on until his reinforcements can get here. And of course, they're in dirt slow transport, so it's going to be a while. Now, the Willy Pete of the Pathfinders always gets off first. All Molotovs always get thrown first. 310 somehow lost sight of its target. Oh, and just gets wiped out. Wing ripped off crit. We see another 105 up north. All right. Allot has decided he does not care at all about the Artie, and he can let Wantsomeenoob's Artie kill him. He does not care. And it is punishing him already. It's Flakverling. I don't understand why he called both Flakverlings in the same position, though. That's really strange. Geb 75 down. And here's where Wantsomenoob has really shown in the last several games we've seen him that he is kind of an Artie master. The dude uses Artie all the time and keeps it blasting the entire game without fail. Allot should really wait to do this. He's got very capable reinforcements coming. Does kill off the AB engineers before they can throw a grenade. Does miss a Pathfinder there. Obviously hard to catch that. Now he's going to get shot at a distance by the Pathfinders. Does get their flames off, but... yeah, again, he could have had reinforcements for that. He really didn't need to be doing that by himself. The Big Strife should be able to win this one, especially because of the cover. Not actually because they're better than the AB pairs. The AB pairs have a sniper. That makes them better. But just because of the cover difference. Brandenburger Pio's chewing through these infantry. They're taking damage themselves, though. It's not like these infantry are going down easy. And he really needs to bunch these up so they fight 2-on-1. The AB engineers fall back the right way. Yep, there we go. Then they'll get hit by the other Brandenburger Pio. Every time they hit a Pathfinder, though, they get off a Willy Pete, and it hurts. LG-42 needs to get his heat shell on target. Brandenburgers stay on the AB engineers, keep them from throwing their grenade, take it out. Very nice kill there. Still needs more, though, unfortunately. Still 13-11 here for Wantsomenoob. Tempest in. Big bombing strike. Pins down this Brandenburg, which allows this one to get surrendered. LG-42 just cannot get a heat shell on target, or isn't trying. I'm not sure which. Nope, down it goes. Veltro, no chance of catching that Tempest. AB-41 going to go down here to the Cromwell. Gebirgsstreif have a Panzerfaust, but is out of range currently. Gebirgsfusilier could try with their Heat AT rifle. More Pack 36s rolling in. Back to a 12-12, though. What did he capture? This flag. Oh, this. He's captured this flag. This is one of the only realistic flags that blue can kind of poke out and get. Centaur now in. Also going for the counter battery. Now, I thought all these 310s died. Where do they keep coming from? How many does he have? He has 4. I feel like we've watched 4 die. JU-87 coming in for that Cromwell 5. Will it get on target is the question. It will get there, but will it have enough? Yeah, it wasn't even suppressed. The Tripolston didn't do anything before the bombs fell, so there you go. Cromwell 5 down. Actually, gives Allot a 13-11. Cromwell 5 in the open goes down to the Pack 38. Cromwell's going down pretty quick. There are only 8 of them. I think we've seen 3 die now. 1, 2, 3, yeah. All right, Wantsomenooob's Artie power growing rapidly. Wantsomenoob has done, Allot's making no effort to curb it at all. He just does not care. He's decided killing off 1 or 2 AA pieces is more valuable than killing off the Artie. I guess, okay, again, the thought process is likely I kill his AA, then I can just go bomb his Artie. I think this is only happening because the Tripolson happened to be somewhere around here. Otherwise, it makes no sense to finally turn your singular surviving 75 mil Geb after these Artie pieces have been firing at you for like 20 minutes. Wantsomenoob back to a 13-11. A Stolzjäger did get into the woods over here. Could try to clear this out here. Cromwell 5 is an issue, but Pack 36 coming in to clean that out. It is coming to the right position, but there is an air landing here. Although, really? Weird. The snipers of the AB pairs making short work of any infantry that does not have a sniper. More Brandenburger Pioneers into the woods here, but these Pathfinders both alive with... Well, one has Willie Pete left, the other does not. And there's still a ton of Canadian pairs who also have Willie Pete's. So this singular Brandenburg Pioneer is not going to change the math. I mean, he did have 10 of those Pioneers, but they get eaten up fast on a map like Tsel. So the Cromwell did go down. That's 4 Cromwells down now. Tetrarchs aren't nearly as scary. They can go down pretty easy to the SPWs. Brandenburger, yeah, no freaking chance at all. Yeah, Allot's doing something I often do as well. Just send like 1 unit towards a problem because I don't want to overcommit. And then I just keep losing 1 unit at a time. It's just not the way to go. Already going after the 75 mil now. I legitimately admire Allot's refusal to do anything about Wantsomenoob already. Gebirgs Fuhrer doing some work here, but he is going to get overwhelmed with the sniper of the AB Paras now getting involved. The Dingo! It's Dingo, bruh! Commander in for Wantsomenoob as well. I mean, they did take out the 75, I guess. The 105s are very good. Those are fabulous. And they are radio guided right now. 310 coming in. The Tri-Polston will have something to say about that. He's just no, why would you fly it that way? That was a very strange choice. Remember, these are bad resilience. They go down pretty easy. 20 mil. Tickle, 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 tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. Double Veltro, still not enough. And the Flakverlings on return fire on the hill. This is still beyond baffling. I'm not gonna lie, several of Allot's choices are confusing the living crap out of me right now. Why are they both in the middle, and why are they on return fire? I don't know of any benefit at all to putting AA on return fire. You want them to start firing as soon as possible. I mean, maybe he's trying to bait Wantsomenoob over his lines and then turn it on. That would be my only guess. And that just feels like such a stretch. The 47 mil does have HE on these, and a lot of HE shells. It chews through them pretty quick. It's certainly not an autocannon in terms of deadliness against soft targets. But a lot on the back foot here. Actually wishes he had that 47 mil down here to deal with the Tetrarch. Although the SPW 41 might do it, and it does. Another piece of armor there down for Wantsomenoob. Double Brandenburger Pile coming in. There's kind of a wall here. This is a pretty thick wall. Going after the Tri-Polston. Centaurs continue to do work. Yes, 105 will go down soon enough. Yeah, and I think Wantsomenoob wins these arty battles all the time because he is very persistent in using counter battery. He does not, like, let the opponent have arty. And many of his opponents just don't seem to follow that same principle. Like, it's cool if the enemy has arty, whatever. Like, I don't agree. I personally am a kill the enemy arty ASAP. Because that crap does grind. Like, it doesn't feel like it's doing much, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, why do I have so many dead units? So unfortunately, another mistiming here by Allot, sending his Brandenburger Pio forward before the other ones get here. I mean, he did force off 2 Canadian pair, well, a Canadian pair and an engineer. Of course, the Canadian pairs are always going to get their grenade off first. That's how it works. Decides to fall back, everyone on the run here. Now, Pioneers coming in. 20 mil. Oh, no. Can do nothing against this. Oh, wow, it actually missed. Really did not do that much damage overall. Veltro has no chance of catching this. Well, okay, just kidding. Wantsomenoob turns around. Goes for Veltro, falls back. No, okay. Alrighty then. 12-12 again. Allot holding on. 18 minutes left, though. Needs to start getting a tick somewhere, but this, again, just really tough on this map to do that. This S-Stolstrup here chilling out in the woods. Hidden away. And now Wantsomenoob has determined that perhaps the RD is not a big deal, and he's going after other targets now. Brandenburger getting a face full of 75 mil shells. Here are the CRO Pioneers. Nothing special about them. For 20 points, they're great. I mean, that's basically a normal Pioneer squad. But for 5 points less. There's really nothing to complain about. Only one Brandenburger Pio left. But now there's all these grenade units in. Things should be fine. The Canadian Parrots have long since used up all of their Willy Pete's. All of these in the back. Nope, that one's out, like I said. And finally, Allot's push down south developing. Brandenburger did push in here again. Don't love these dudes in the woods. It's a lot of points to be losing to cheaper units. Nice little cheeky Fusilier here. Seeing everything. Wantsomenoob in kind of a critical state down south, actually. Really doesn't have a ton here. Looks like it, but when you zoom in, most of these units are nearly dead. Gebirgs Fusilier in the woods. That's not great. Although AB Pair is not wonderful in the woods either. Although definitely better armed for it. Interesting. So the southern push is the place here for Allot right now. Basically, he's got everything in on this. At the end of the day, this is kind of where it all is. SPW probably won't get a shot off here. Gets two. Will they do it? Nope. Still plenty of SPWs left. We haven't seen that many, and he had 2 cards of them, so. Gebirgs Sphere does have the AT rifle, was way out of range. And a push on the hill here successfully developing as well. Allot suddenly pressuring in a lot of places. Artillery takes out the Tetrarch. Both players have a C-phase card of 20-point infantry, so neither of them should be, like, strapped to call in cheap infantry. But Allot now on a 13-11. Long way to go, though. 29 minutes remaining. We're now into C-phase. So this time the AB should get at least a burst off. It does. Does take it out. Trades with the Daimler. Not ideal, but definitely could be worse. Not getting the kill would have been far more devastating. Cromwell is hiding here in the woods again. There's another one here, but the Pack 36 just waiting for that to poke its head out. As Allot cuts up through the trees above the town here, and from the south with the Pioneers. So units coming in from both angles. LG-42 now in as well. Outranges that Vickers that only has the 1,000-meter range. Another 75 million? Okay, smoke. That makes sense. And the SS Gebirgsjäger going in for a strike on the town here. Although he's just driving through instead of unloading. It's not like he's got any already firing. He lost one of the 105s, brought in a fresh one. Air landing not anywhere near as impressive as AB Paras, so the pressure is now on. As Allot's push down south continues to develop successfully. Looks like Wantsomenoob going for a counter push. Well, not really a counter push, but moving now, just focusing to recapture the center hill. As all of a sudden, Allot just on the attack everywhere. This air landing with its Piat is going to be an issue, though. Although this AB-41 finding a Tripolston is absolutely backbreaking. Allot's been spending the entire game unsuccessfully trying to kill off AA. And now he's about to get a free one. Alright, the Gebirgsjäger actually get unloaded early, which saves them from immediate death. One does go down, though. The other just drives on through. Polston down. Tripolston down. Wow. I mean, even if this push fails completely, which it looks like it's going to, the fact that he just took out 2 AA pieces is huge. Although this might be his last Ju-87. And it goes down to the Tempest. See, if these Flak-Verlings were freaking on, this Tempest would be dead. Why is he what is this? Allot, what is the point of this? You're what? Alright, he deserves this. Not gonna lie, I don't feel bad. I'm not sure what more you could ask for. Also, no, there's the commander. Wow. He just let 2 Tempests go. I think he could have killed at least one of these. The double Flak-Verling. Another AA piece down, though. I mean, he still has all the DO-217s. Now, if he had turned on the AA and shot down this Tempest, there'd be almost no fighter. There'd be no actual fighters left. Only fighter-bombers. And also, this bombing strike wouldn't be happening. Allot's a good player. That's why I literally cannot conceptualize why the hell he'd ever do this. Ever. Like, what actual benefit to this was there at all? Tempest's just gonna strafe the 20 mil. Yep, seems about right. 20 mil, you suck. Tempest spam. I'm not even sure where Wantsomenoob gets the points for this all of a sudden. And the funny thing is that attack here in the town actually held up all of Wantsomeenoob's reinforcements for the hill. Not sure if that was Allot's intention, but it's worked out that way. Veltr. Oh, no. The Tempest is quite maneuverable as well. Does manage to get on the back. Wow. That's devastating. I mean, Allot set himself up for that. He really did. These not being on just lost him the Air Force. That was all on him. And now this Tempest gets to do whatever it wants. Oh my goodness. Quad 20 mils does do quite a lot of damage on a strafe. And each of these bombers also sports the same deadly loadout. A lot still in a 1410 though. But this entire southern push is just getting eaten alive by the Air Force. Here's the opportunity again. Oh, this is so painful to watch. Oh my god, Allot, turn your AA on. Holy freaking balls. I have to hope this was a mistake. Like, I can't understand any other reason this would happen. Oy vey. I'm sorry I'm talking about it so much, but it's actually losing him the game right now. Oh my god, finally. And it was, like, not even at a good time. Wow. That was so bad. Now the Cromwell in takes out the 47 mil. Allot's still in a 1410. Pressure is very much on. Panzerschreck in position. Nice kill there. Cromwell was definitely a big issue. Excuse me. Brandenburger's going to have a hard time stopping 3 separate units of flamethrowers, and the Brandenburger Pie will have the same issue. I mean, he did a ton of damage to the AA. He killed 2 Tripolstons, a Polston. Like, the air is almost clear, but now he's lost most of his planes, and the Tempest didn't die. So, yeah. Cromwell's now spam in. These are probably some of the last Cromwells. We've seen many go down. Brandenburger Pio can't stop all the flamethrowers. Gebirgsjäger push across. There's not much to him, though. And now a fresh push here from Allot. He just keeps poking new places, trying to continuously find holes in Wantsomeenoob's defenses. And he is succeeding so far to keep on the pressure. Panzerschreck could take out the Cromwell again. He's already got one coming. There's two here for some reason. Guess he thought the first one would be dead. And there it is. Cromwell down. This Cromwell out in the open. Pioneer capturing the flag. 59 for Allot. Now the SPW is getting into positions that are getting a little tricky to get them out. Brandenburger should really be shifted back up here to help with the actual infantry. The Brandenburgers got into the woods down here, and that's a big issue for Wantsomenoob. Actually running out of ammo on his arty as well. Is he, like, totally out of ammo? No way. Maybe. I mean, there's one here. But he's called in a lot of Jeep supplies, so actually he might be almost out of ammo. Allot has next leveled this, ignoring the arty to the point they just ran out of ammo. But he lost most of his arty because of it. And again, the double 20 mil here it's so bad. Double flak filling. Like, one should be down here, and one should be up here to actually cover off the map. Is this heat shelling? I'm assuming it's heat shelling the Daimler. It's very suppressed, though. Yep, there it goes. Doesn't look like a hit. Oop. Tempest. Flying into the double flak filling. The only AA on the map. Big mistake here by Wantsomenoob. Will the flak fillings punish him for that? Nope. Still gets away with it. Brandenburgers just pile on through. Keeping... Oh, Daimler goes down. Keeping Allot's 15-9. As the points burn through rapidly now. And all of a sudden, Wantsomenoob seems very strained. Like, it just doesn't have anything to respond with. It appears most of his arty's out of ammo. He's got 86 infantry. So it's not like he's out of infantry. He's probably out of tanks, though. That is almost definitely true. He's running low on Daimler's Little Johns. Although he was able to clear this out. But every minute of Allot having this 59 is devastating. We see the first tank out for Allot, unless I missed it. I believe this is the first one. Here they come. Garbage on wheels. Vroom, 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 vroom. Panzerschreck in a nice ambush position, but unfortunately gets ambushed itself by infantry. Now 14-10, things crumbling a little bit here. Back to a 15-9 again. Arty's too close together. They're both going to get hit by the same counter battery. Tanks are now in, and the problem is, weirdly enough, I don't think Wantsomenoob has a whole lot of answers to these tiny little tanks. Yeah, he's got 6-pounders in his deck, but to call in 55.6-pounders at this point is actually really rough. If these tanks end up all over the map. And, wait, who just surrendered? Wantsomenoob surrenders to Allot. Allot wasn't even like ahead on tickets yet. They were even traded. Was he just like out of arty? So he just said, screw it? I am so confused on that one. I mean, I guess he just thought he must have run out of stuff. My assumption is he ran out of ammo, ran out of armor, it was running low on infantry would be my guess, and just didn't feel like he had the map presence to hold off any more pushes from Allot. Although I can't imagine Allot had much left. I mean, he didn't call in any of the planes. He had a whole bunch of DO-217s. But outside of that, very interesting. If you guys enjoyed that, though, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider checking out the Patreon. Link down below, and follow me over on Instagram. Thanks a bunch, guys, and have a fantastic day.